If you can't beat 'em, join 'em, and why even enter the fight? So, back in the day, I would say in the late 80s, maybe the early 90s, when I started my on-air radio broadcasting career, I was such a youngin' and so excited. So I worked overnights, is how you often started back in the day. Radio, for those who may not know, is what podcasts are now. So I was working overnights, and you know, the dream back in the day is that DJs were just frustrated rock stars, and I wanted to be on the morning show. So this guy comes into town, and he is a tall southern older man with long fingernails used for, back in the day, he was literally from the 50s. And so anyway, he wanted me to work on the morning show with him. He just, whatever. And he used to call me, it was Lee Baby Sims and Miss Gina. Miss Gina this and Miss Gina that. Okay, whatever. But listeners got PO'd, and they would call and complain, him calling her Miss. This is a southern man. Now, let's fast forward. It's many years later. I've just recently moved to North Carolina from the West Coast. And I'm in a context where I'm interacting with many, many men, and young and old, and they all say, yes, ma'am, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. And you know what? I don't, whatever, church crank, baby, don't bother me. As a matter of fact, it's so respectful. Yeah, a lot of difference. East, west. It's where we're raised, it's where we live. So I guess my share is that I'm just the character in your movie. I can choose to be offended. There's so many opportunities to be offended, or I can choose to smile and endear and accept. And it's taken a long time for me to get that, because I used to be one of the many who choose to be offended. Well, people say, oh, we're in the worst place we've ever been. The world is so awful. I would like to share that my perception is, no, it's not. It's always been this way. We're just more connected and disconnected than we've ever been because of social media, right? So now we know more. But let's not forget the Holocaust. Let's not forget the Great Depression. Let's not forget the Spanish flu, World War I and II. And there's more. So it's a circle. Goes on and on and on. What do? Here's the big challenge. Nothing. To thy own self be true. Take care of your own inner country, and that is how things will shift. Hard to digest that. Everyone functions at their own level of awareness. I'm so grateful to no longer be full of rage, anger, complaint, and blame as I was for a long time. And this is the end of it in my family lineage anyways. How about you? What do you see in yourself? That's reflecting what you see outside yourself. Ma'am or sir, if I'd had a tip it.